And Ogbonna Ukuku is a Nigerian investment and economic expert and is attending the General Assembly in New York. He joins me to look at Nigeria's prospects and investment drive as Nigeria looks to deepen global participation in the economy. You're welcome to Business Express.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Well,
Yeah.
what is Nigeria bringing to the table, and how will you rate investor interest so far?
Now, there's always this high interest to invest in Nigeria, owing to the fact that it is I call Nigeria an untapped economy. We've not there's still opportunities in the solid mineral sector, in being our participation in a global value chain. When it comes to raw materials, we still have a whole lot to do. Even in the oil and gas, we've not been able to do so much as regards adding value to what we have, and then our ability to also take advantage of our population. Because there are a few things that drive investors, because every investor is resource seeking. We have natural resources, we have human resources. So we also have a huge market, in respect to our population. So there's so much to look out for an investor here in Nigeria, coming, wanting to do business in Nigeria. So it's just that most of the time, all the like, speaking about the prospect, and then the downers, or what investors expect, is they want to see your ability to manage the efficiency within your system. Because like I always say, money is like money investment, or money is like water. It moves to areas of least resistance. So if it's easy for you to go into a country, execute your business, do your business profitable, like I said, it's an untapped economy.
Okay. How cogent is the investment summit? Just give us a picture.
And now I always say, I stand on the other end when people say, "Oh, must we gather? Must see whether we like it or not?" Until you create platforms for us where you tell your own story by yourself, it becomes difficult, because every other person. See, we are all competing. Nations are competing for the same investments. Yes, at every point in time, there's over 900 billion on the chessboard. So, and every nation in the world, including United States of America, everybody's pursuing the same investment. So you have to be able to be there. You have to be on the table. You have to create forums and platforms where you can interact with these people. Tell them, it's just like marketing. It's just like telling me, just like we have in local Nigeria, where you have days of market days, AK Nkwo Afo. Why do you have market? You have market because you know that when you get to the market, you find what you want to buy. Well, that's where you have market. So you must be able to create a platform, so that because it's a large world. Investors won't just come to Nigeria and start roaming. They won't just go to agencies of government. But this particular forums or gatherings streamlines, how you're able to find, the network people that you're looking for. So it's just that confluence that happens within that that hemisphere. That's really what everybody is interested in. So if you ask me, it was a good meeting yesterday, and then the president was able to hit it hard, telling everybody, this is what we have, these are the opportunities that exist. And then there were other people who were the people at the subnational level, like the Ogun State governor. He was able to streamline and say, these are the things I have. If you come, I'll be able to do A, B, C, D. The Nigerian Investment Promotion Commission, we're able to spell out these ad incentives that we have. So, and the petroleum minister was also there to say, we're also creating platforms so that you become, because everybody here recognizes that there's a competition. As you have resources, other people have resources. So we're trying to tell people, these are the things we have done to be able to streamline, the ease of doing business in Nigeria.
So, what areas is Nigeria looking to take advantage of to lure investors?
Now, basically, when it comes to, like I said, agriculture, because the Minister of Agriculture was there talking to a whole lot of people. I saw him interacting very well, because you need to be able to, with the vast land that you have and the manpower power that you have, you need to be able to explore to see how a lot of technology transfer can happen. And like I said earlier, our global participation in global value chain, being able to push out raw materials to support some manufacturing in other climes. Then the oil and gas sector, the NNPC, they were fully represented there, led by the Minister of Petroleum. I mean, these are areas. And then the Minister of Trade and Investment, who generally looks at all sectors, so a lot were discussed. And then again, let's not forget, technology was played a prominent. Everybody's going digital. Everybody's looking at how technology can support all the sectors. So I mean, these are areas that were looked at.
Competition is at the heart of the African continental free trade area, but economies like Nigeria are still not there in that regards. What do you see as the gains for meeting supply chains demands from the general meeting?
No, the gains are enormous, really. Like I said, transfer of technology, being able to see how other people are doing things, hear from them, and then again, you being able to see you seeing things from an investor's prism. It's always good for you to know that these are the things they expect from you, how to streamline the processes, because you might think it's just about the law. They'll tell you no, it's about the process. So if you're able to know exactly the heartbeat of the investors that you're expecting, it becomes it makes life a lot easier for you.
Okay, tell us about the Trade and Investment Forum you're participating.
Oh yeah, I'll be speaking at an event today. Later on today, is all focused on a little focused on power. The discussion around Africa and power after the initiative by the former president of United States, Barack Obama. Power for Africa. So that initiative have been there. So is we're now going to look at how far have we gone in Africa, taking advantage of the opportunities, the financing that have been made available from from different the global financial market. What are how come Africa is still in the dark? When I say Africa, majority of African countries are still looking at how to take advantage of some of these opportunities regarding technology transfer, financing, financial engineering, and then being able to to have a system of recouping investment when it comes to power. So those are the conversations we're going to be having later on today, and then we have a whole lot of delegations coming from other African countries. It's not just a Nigerian event; it's an African event. People from Malawi, Zambia, Ghana. They're all going to be participating there. So it's going to be a very good time to have.
Okay, so what result would you? Okay. Okay,
No,
what result would you be expecting at the end of this?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Now the results will be, you see, that's how it works. When it comes to being able to check where you are at this point in time regarding targets set by nations, countries in Africa. Where are we going to go to from here? Are there it's the general assessment. You need to do an assessment and say, okay, this is where we are at this point in time. This thing was launched a few years ago by Barack Obama, and these are initiatives. These are things. These were things that were carried out, and everybody said, okay, these are the things we should do. So have we gotten to where we ought to go to? If we have not, what are the things? What are the lessons learned? And then it's like a self-appraisal for African nations to see how far they have gone, what they have been able to do, how they've been able to take advantage of renewable energy. Have they been able to put it, like there's been a fire session that's going to be on how technology is going to help drive access to power in Africa.
Okay, thank you very much, Ogbonna Ukuku. We hope that you bring a lot of investors to Nigeria when you're coming back.
Thank you very much.
And a lot of power as well.